It's your boy Flip the Jump Man. I'm back with another Jumpman reaction video to the movie Eden. So Eden was based on a true story about 3 different groups of European settlers that went to this island called Florina. And this was based on some shit called the Galacticosaurus or some shit like this. It was like in the 1930s. So there was this doctor that wanted to be away from everything, basically like city life type shit. Wanted to go, go post up on this island. It was uninhabited, you know what I'm saying? He was tired of being a doctor, you know what I'm saying? He just wanted to be away from things. He was there writing a documentary about, survival and all this and that, da-da-da. Then, it was him and his, not his wife, they wasn't married, but, his woman. So then, I think they had to get, permission from the governor or whatever from the country that it was from, Europe or whatever the case may be, to sell it there. I don't think the government really had any type of interest in really doing any colonizers to this island. But these 3 different groups of people, second group came another man and his wife. I don't know what the fuck they was what they was really known for, and how they even got the permission to actually be there. And then this other group came, just this woman that was she was a thought, you know what I'm saying? You know how they did back in the day. You know how they was kind of I don't want to say the word because I don't know if it's good for TikTok, YouTube, and all that stuff, but the HO, you know what I'm saying, word. And she had 2, 3 men that she would make love to in different times, and she basically had them control like dogs and shit, you know what I'm saying? If she wasn't with all of them at the same time, one of them would be jealous, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, this was all about surviving on this island and, just making your own way. But when she came with the idea of she was going to build the most amazing resort ever for millionaires to come to. You know what I'm saying? And they had no survival skills. The second family that came, they had survival skills. The doctor and his woman that was there, they was already there for 4 years by themselves. They didn't really care too much about the other family pulling up, you know what I'm saying, the other man and wife when they came, because they just wanted peace. They just wanted to be alone, you know what I'm saying? They had principles that they was going by. They was being straight fruitarians and vegetarians, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't eating meat, none of that stuff. They was growing their own stuff. And they didn't think that the other family would be able to do it on their own. And they figured it out, you know what I'm saying? They actually came with a young son, you know what I'm saying? And they actually, one of the reasons why they came to the island because their son had some type of illness or whatever the case may be, and he wanted the doctor help. The doctor was like, I didn't come here to be a doctor anymore. I came here to be away from everything and write my book. Anyway, like I said, so when the third lady came, the little thought chick and her little peons, her flunkies, you know what I'm saying, her sex mates, they had a whole lot of fucked up agendas, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause they ain't had no survival skills, they didn't know how to grow no food, none of that stuff. Do some of that shit sound familiar? When the so-called Christopher Columbus and them came? Yeah, okay. Back to the movie. So they would steal, sabotage, try to make the other two groups, husband and wife, think, do things to make them think that the other one had did it so they can goddamn try to be enemies with each other. So this joint was basically a whole survival joint, you know what I'm saying? And people turned on each other. There was a lot of mysterious people disappearing. There was some unaliving going on. They was on straight survival mode, you know what I'm saying? Straight survival mode. To make a long story short, you know what I'm saying, without going into all the details of the movie, you know what I'm saying, the second family that came ended up being the last family to stand, you know what I'm saying. The doctor, his woman, she ended up, leaving because, the government was sending like these boats by every once in a while to like drop mail off or to drop stuff off, canteen foods and different stuff for their survival, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it was like they were just trying to do like some type of little experiment or whatever on surviving over there or what, you know what I'm saying? Some type of agreement they had with the government or whatever. But like I said, the second family that came with the little boy, they ended up being the last family there, and this was a true story. The wife, she ended up actually living to the year 2000. And it's actually a real resort over there now. You know what I'm saying? They got ascendants there. But in this movie, they had wild dogs living on the island, donkeys, chickens, and all this stuff was already there. So what make me led to believe, well, this is a whole nother rabbit hole, you know what I'm saying? Why they never showed or talked about the so-called maybe indigenous people that was already there before they came, because indigenous people was already everywhere on the world, on the land, before colonizers came in and did their colonizer type bullshit. Build and destroy. That's what they do. So this was a good movie. It was actually better than what the fuck I thought it was. It was actually interesting. It was very interesting. You know what I'm saying? The movie started at 12:20. I got on like 2:30. So it was intriguing. It was good. It was very interesting. You know what I'm saying? So I recommend it. You know what I'm saying? So Eden. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was making their own Garden of Eden, their own paradise. They was trying to make their own heaven on earth type junk. You know what I'm saying? Out of them three groups. So yeah, I would give this movie a good 5 popcorns. Peace. I'm out. Wadu. Jump, man.